Hello, I'm Ixical, and I've put NPCs in my city. Over here is Netherbean. Welcome to the Netherbean. Can I take your order? That's really cool. And then I've got 2 NPCs sitting over there, drinking some coffee. So here is my town, and I'm going to show you some of the other NPCs that I have. In the Meme Mart, I have McGraw. He's a straw statue, but if you want to use easy NPCs, I recommend you download it on Modrinth. Search for the download, which is EasyNPC. You can select many different versions, and I want it for 1.20.4. So head on to the top, click download the one you want. I want 1.20.4, and then search for the version, and I want Fabric. Download that and stick it in your mod folder. Here in Containment Cake and Tea, I have another NPC from the Straw Statues mod. Hello Charlie T. I like the Straw Statue mod, but I also like EasyNPC. That adds a little bit of idle motion. You know, they can have animation a little bit. Just move a little while. So over here, I'm going to go towards the bank and the canal and start adding some NPCs. We can do it together and learn a little bit about how to do it. So here is the perfect place for an NPC. And my little coffee wagon. First, what you need to do is press E, head over to EasyNPC Spawn Eggs, and choose the spawn eggs you want. I recommend Humanoid Slim and Humanoid for people, and then you can put monsters and stuff in there, like a cat, an alley, maybe even an orc. I'm going to stick in an orc, see what that looks like. Yeah, whoa, do you even have orcs in Minecraft? No. To access the config, you basically have to sneak and right-click. Then you can delete him. Let's add another one. I've got a standard NPC humanoid, I sneak, and then I right-click, and then I can change the name and all these different things like the skin. So here I'm going to change the skin. I like to use player name, and you can actually search for those and change all the different skins. So I'm going to put this one in, and that's not the skin I want for that. No, but I've already pre-searched the skin available on Name MC. It's completely free, so just go and find the skins that you want, type the name in, add, you might have to wait a while. Yeah, that's him. That's the skin I want. There are other ways of adding skins, but I believe the player name is possibly the easiest way. But yeah, there he is, look. He's standing there, but he's in the wrong place, so I need to change his position. Change his position by clicking position, and then you can move X, Y, or Z, or Z. So let's see, I'm going to move him across a little bit forward to about there. Looks good. That's my little coffee shop worker in place. Let's give him a name. Let's give him a name. At the top, you can put in the name, Netherbean Nate. I like that. Netherbean Nate, that's a pretty cool name. Yeah, he looks good. He's looking at me as well, which is interesting. So at the top, you can just change him to Netherbean, change the color to brown, because that's coffee color, and then save. There's Netherbean. Great. I like him. He's happy there, isn't he? So you can actually change around a lot of the settings and even add a dialogue as well. I like the idea of adding a dialogue. You can't hit him. That's good. So if you press dialogue, you can add basic questions, maybe a little welcome text, something like that, or you could have yes and no questions. I recommend that you stay there. Don't go to advanced and start giving it commands. I tried that and it's difficult, it's very difficult. So here, look, I'm just going to go with a standard dialogue. Welcome to Netherbean, can I take your order? Nice, that's good. I like that. Netherbean Nate is happy, and he looks like he's going to serve me coffee when I need it. Pretty good. So let's add a couple more NPCs. I'm going to add this one here, change her skin. I'm going to check the players, and I like Gloss. I've already pre-searched these names. Put in Gloss, add it. That's the person I wanted. Yes, good. And then you can basically change the position of her as well. Give her a name, Gloss. Maybe change the color to blue because she's blue. I think that's good. Enable it so you can see it, and then save it. Gloss. Okay, so now what I want to do is change the pose. So what you can do is go to advanced pose. You can rotate all of the different body parts if you want to, or you can shift them up like I'm doing with this leg. I want her to sit sort of like cross-legged, so I'm going to shift that leg here. That's about right. I think that's confident. That's decent, isn't it really? Good. Shift her head a little bit. Now she's still following me around, you see. I don't like that because she twists the whole body. If she just twisted the head, that would be good. So in objectives, you can change the look. So there, she's no longer looking at me. She's just looking into space, ready for coffee. That's perfect. But she's in the wrong position. So I need to move her across with the X-axis this way to the left, and then maybe a little bit with the Y-axis. I think that's good. She's sort of sitting on the stool. Yep, I don't need to bother with that anymore. So Gloss is in position, ready for coffee. You can also rotate her a little bit, maybe shift her across like that, and then she's ready to talk to her friend who's going to arrive in a minute. I think that's pretty good. Gloss is in position, ready to talk to friends and me. That's cool. In the menu, there's a lot of different choices. I'm just going to change the pose a bit so her arms aren't like sticking down like that's kind of boring. Maybe she's pointing at something. So I'm going to just change the right arm and the left arm like this, bring it across a little bit, and she's ready to, I don't know, dance. She looks like she's ready to dance or something. You can add equipment and maybe give her a giant coffee. That would be a good idea. But for now, I've just left it so she's sitting there. Let's add her a friend. Stick in this dude, hi Steve, change it, and then you can also change the skin. Change the player name to whatever you want. I've already pre-found these names. Again, go to name MC if you want them. That's not the skin I was looking for, but that one is, not that pink one, that's weird. This one here, this lovely lady. So I'm going to choose that skin. Good, she's standing on the stool, which is wrong, so I need to change that. You can basically go in by sneaking, right-clicking, and then changing her pose and position. And to be honest, with EasyNPC, I recommend positional and standard dialogue. Anything else with commands gets a bit difficult, I'll be honest. So here, look, you can change the model if you want to. I don't want to. I kind of want to keep her as standard girl, which is good. You can change the attributes as well if you want to give her some health. Maybe give her the ability to be only seen at the day. At nighttime, she's invisible because she goes home. Something like that. You can add little story elements to your characters. Visible at night, you know, those kinds of things. And maybe you can give her the ability to open doors. I couldn't get that to work. The NPCs are kind of random. The AI is not there. It's not there anyway, is it, AI? Let's be honest. So here I'm going to pose her as well. 2 legs like that. Pretty good, and I'm going to do the same thing like Gloss. I'm going to make sure she can sit. I've got a bunch of entity blocks in the way, which is annoying. Change the objectives, remove the look, so that she's no longer looking at me, which is good. But I can't really rotate, so I need to rotate her look. So, well, not that way, not that way. I don't want to rotate her so she's dying. Turn her that way, that's good. And then I can just basically sit her with her friend. I think that's about right, but she's floating. So I need to stand on the ground in order to access the menu, move out the way of the entity blocks, and then change the position. There's the position. Move her down like that, sit her on the stool, all's good. She's got a friend, but she's got no name, so I need to give her a name. At the top, you can change the name. I'm going to call her Creepy, and then she can be green, because, you know, she's wearing green. Looks good. Creepy and Gloss at my little coffee shop. Perfect. I'm happy with that. That's excellent. So now I can add a bunch more NPCs to show you. Here is my construction site, and my Opal Odyssey TV network. I'm going to add an NPC here, sort of standing at the wall. Hi, Steve. Change his skin, and I want to have like a businessman standing here. Search for this guy. Yeah, that's perfect, like an FBI agent or something. And he's looking at me. That's fine, I'm not really bothered. I kind of wanted to stand him at the wall, but posing the body parts is tricky, so he will do like that. Great, because I tried to like rotate it and his belly was sticking out. It's kind of weird. Give him the name Corporate Carl. Yeah, there he is, Corporate Carl, hanging around, having a smoke break outside the Opal Odyssey TV network. That's great, perfect idea. So now I've got Mr. Carl, I'm going to add somebody else. I'm going to move away from this place and put somebody probably in the 7-Eleven, because that's what we need. We need shop workers in the shops, otherwise it makes no sense. So the 7-Eleven is without a person, it just has a chair. So here I'm going to put in the NPC, put her here, hi, go in, change the skin. I've already found the skins, like I said. This one is really cool for the 7-Eleven. Yeah, I like that one, that's funny skin, isn't it? Cool, so add that, go back, and now I need to add a name as well. She can't have no name. Change her name. At the top, I'm going to call her New Ye. So that's New Ye. Yeah, there we go, save. New Ye, hello. Great, now you can change the position of this lady as well. The EasyNPCs mod is pretty good, and I recommend you use it with the straw statue mod. I'll give her a little dialogue. Welcome to the 7-Eleven. Welcome to 7-Eleven. Yeah, Midsommar. That would be good. Because it's Midsommar City, isn't it? How can I help? Perfect, I've given her a little dialogue. How can I help you today? Save it. Right-click her, and there's the dialogue. Perfect. Now I think I need to reposition her, because she's kind of in the wrong place. So go back into the little configuration menu, and position basically with X. Y send her into the ground, I don't want that. X and Z. So shift her across like that, and forward. Done. There she is. Great. Now I've got myself a little shop worker, but she's in some entity blocks, so I can't actually choose the dialogue. But it doesn't matter, she's still there, she has the dialogue should I need it. And yeah, that's the 7-Eleven with an NPC in it. Pretty cool. I like that. If you go in, you can't really talk to her, but never mind. Great, so let's go and add another NPC. I kind of want to have one in the bread shop. Yeah, this little bakery here. I'm going to put an NPC probably sitting on the chair. This guy's a bit more relaxed. I'm thinking where I can put her or him. I don't know. I might be putting him on the chair here. So yeah, that'll do it. Obviously, it's wrong at the minute. It's like clipping into the chair. Change the skin. Now, I did search for a skin for this, but it's wrong. It's like this black, scary Darth Vader type figure. So I thought maybe I can add this one. Maybe it's wrong. But I like it, you know? It's going to be in the bread shop. I'm going to add this dude in the bread shop. His conversation text is bread. That's it. He doesn't say, how are you? What would you like? He just said bread. Change the position of the pose. I want to have him sitting. So go back in. You can change to advanced and custom. You can really move all the body parts everywhere. And just have him in the standard sitting pose that I seem to have a lot of my NPCs doing. So that's about right. This is a very scary Darth Vader bread man. Rotate him a little bit. It's terrifying. That's terrifying. The positions, I kind of want him looking forward, but I kind of like him looking around as well. Let's just rotate him and put him on the chair. Not that way, this way. There we go, like that. Pretty good. Move the Z position as well, or the Z position, should I say. And then I can also consider adding some equipment to this dude. I kind of like him sitting on the chair. This is wrong. Why is he in there? Why is he working in the bakery, in the bread shop? No. Yeah, that's pretty good. You could try and change the position a little bit. If you want to change it to 25.2, yeah, you can tweak the numbers like that. 0.7, that's good. Now he's sitting on the chair. That's terrifying. I don't want to buy bread anymore. Not from here. So, let's go. Bread, there we go. They're saying the bread. Let's see. We could change him so he's looking around and looks at the players when they come into the shop. Randomly looking around is weird. But yeah, he's following me. Oh no, that's terrifying. He will move. He will move in the chair, but that's fine, isn't it? Not a problem. This scary guy. No, I don't want the bread. Leave me. No, it's funny, isn't it? Bread. Okay, so now I'm going to add some items to this dude. I'm actually going to leave because this is really scary. Look, I'm a bit scared here. But no, he does need to have some equipment. I need to show you how to do that. So let's get out of here. Close the door. Let's go through the window. Through the window, you can see him. Wow, he's terrifying. Give him a name. I'll call him the Bread Man, because he is the Bread Man. And I want that to be black, just like his clothes there. That's right, the black one. Save. Enable it and save. The Bread Man is there. Now let's give him an item. In equipment, you can basically select a sword and stick it into the hand. There we go. So if you don't buy the bread when you come into the bread store, he's going to do some dangerous things. That's bad. I think I'm going to get out of here now. I've added the Bread Man. He's a bit scary for me. Bye, Bread Man. It's terrifying. Okay, so I want to add maybe 1 or 2 more NPCs so you get the feel of the mod. In the canal, I kind of want in the canal. I want to add somebody in the canal. That's right. I'm going to add a person. Or a drowned, should I say. So I'm going to go over here to this corner, quickly go into the water, and find myself another NPC skin. A drowned NPC. Yep, I'm going to put her here. That's good. Yeah, it's the female because I'm using the usual mod and they've changed all the skins. It's pretty cool. She's going to be looking at fish, I think. I don't want her looking at the player because the player's never going to be going down there, are they? So look at mobs and look at animals. And now she'll sit in the canal all day just looking at the fish. That's good, isn't it? So there we go. I've got another NPC. You can also give her a name as well. So go to the top, change the name. If you really want to, you can change her name to anything. Maybe I'm going to call her... the Canal Lady. I like that. She is the Canal Lady. Enable it so you can see it, and there she is. Great. She's looking at fish all day. Now, I've disabled the resource pack real quick just so I can show you some more stuff. You can also add trading. So in the trading, you can give her basic trades. This is quite handy if you want to have an NPC selling things. So go in. I'm going to search for some items. I don't know what you could trade with her. Sand or something, some seagrass. Yeah, I don't even know. You can't even pick the seagrass, really. And then some sand. Maybe a heart of the sea? No, that's too expensive. Get some sand. Cheap things. Cheap things are good for trades. A couple of blocks of sand and maybe a diamond. There we go. Diamond. Well, I've just got the achievement for diamond. Have I never got diamonds before in Minecraft? It seems that way. So here, go back into the basic trade. And then you can basically stick in 1 block of sand and 1 seagrass equals a diamond. That's an expensive trade for me. Sand is easy to find. Click it. You get the wonderful villager dialogues there. Then stick it in, you get the diamond. Perfect, that's easy, isn't it, really? Now we can have a look at changing her things. You can give her a basic dialogue. I like the basic dialogues. I recommend you use those. Don't go any more advanced than that. Hello, I'm the Canal Lady. Cool, done. That's done. Don't go with any more. Yes and no gets a bit complex, and anything with commands involved is something you've got to avoid. So here, the yes answer. I also need to add a simple question, really. So go back in, change the dialogue, yes and no. The question is, how are you today? Right. How are you today? Yes. Yes, I'm good. No, I'm not good. I am bad. Yes and no, it's not quite right. How are you today? Yes. I am good. Okay, so probably didn't think about my grammar there, did I? A yes and no question should be do you? Yes, I do. Something like that. So let's change the question. I'm going to change it to do you like beef? Because the Canal Lady likes beef. Yes, it's lovely. Or no, it's not lovely. Let's see, I'm going to put in, no, it's terrible. Great, so no, it's terrible. Do you like beef? Yes, it's lovely. Cool. That's great, I've given her a little dialogue. You can try and put commands and things, so she does things, but I would recommend you go with standard dialogue text. Unless you're trying to add a quest line in there, that's some coding. That's going to be some heavy coding for the scripting, and it's a bit difficult. But over here, look, you can see I've got my 3 NPCs over here. I've got Netherbean, Gloss, and Creepy. They're just sitting there, minding their own business, and that's exactly what I wanted in my city. I'm happy with that, and he even talks to you. That's all I want. I don't want to go any further than just standard dialogues and a little bit of idle animation. I think that's good. So over here's the park. I'm just going to show you my straw statue dude. He's in the containment cake and tea shop. Let's go in quickly. Yep, through this wonderful looking door, and there he is, Charlie T. The straw statue mod still holds up firm, seeing he's made of straw. That's cool. I'm going to go and see Punchenstein as well. Yeah, hello Punchenstein. Okay, just hit the little zombie dude in there, the giant zombie dude. Let's go out and show you a few more of the NPCs that I've added to my city. So here, I'm just going past the park. Maybe I can show you Corporate Carl. Nah, not bothered about Corporate Carl. Let's go and have a look at this one in here. I've forgotten her name. What's her name? Nuyi, hello. You can't get the dialogue box up because she's in between some entities. That's a shame. I shouldn't even be accessing that area. I'm sorry about that. That's almost illegal, isn't it? Let's go over here. I want to show you the Breadman. The terrifying Breadman. No, I'll go into Mart first and show you McGraw. He's also made of straw or books. That's cool. And in here is the Breadman. I just want to pop in. I don't really want to go too far high. Hey, Breadman. Oh, he's looking. Bread! No, let's get out of here. Quick, look, he's got the sword. What? If I don't buy bread, he's going to kill me? Get out, get out. I also added one more NPC over here. A dog. A dangerous, scary dog. If you've liked this video, subscribe, send me a comment, maybe support me on Coffee. I'm Ixical, and I better get out of here before I get killed by the giant dog. I'll see you next time.